Hey everybody, Rivers here, and I just want to do a quick live stream after dark. And I don't have a real big agenda or anything like that. So if you're out there, just drop by and throw something in the side chat and let me know what you want to talk about. Okay, we got one watching. Don't be shy. Step up and say something in the side chat. So anyway, the only thing I've got to really say is I want to talk about the picture that I have for the thumbnail here, and that is an AI portrait. Yes, I use the AI for it because I can't draw, and I wanted to do a portrait of a character that I use in 5th edition D&D. That is Lita, the halfling bard, and I think it's a pretty decent rendering. So I don't know everybody's feelings about AI. I think it's nice to use for amateurs that can't draw, and I think it's cool that way. But at the same time, I don't like the idea of them using it for people that they're going to pay for, uh, artists, and they're taking artist stuff and using it that way. I don't agree with that, especially if they don't say it's AI. But for the amateurs that just using it for character sheets or whatever, I think that's fine. So, let me know what you think. Throw it down in the comments section if you're watching this later. So, yeah, so we got Wizards of the Coast is putting out a new edition. Well, they're not calling it a new edition. It's new core books. The Player's Handbook, the DMG, and the Monster Manual are going to come out. Well, the Monster Manual is going to be in 2025, but the other two are going to be in 2024. And they're not calling it the new edition. It's going to be, I don't know what it's called. 2024, I guess, is what they're going to call it. And they aren't going to release them all at the same time. They're not going to release them all in 2024, which I think is a big mistake because this year, 2024, is the 50th anniversary of D&D. And I think they're missing a golden opportunity here. And they've had several years to prepare for this. And I would have thought that they would have been more on the ball, but it's Wizards, so I guess not. And I think that the idea of going out and buying more core rule books just because they're changing a few things is kind of ludicrous. They're not changing the additions, and they're still saying it's backwards compatible. If it's backwards compatible, why do we need new books? And why would we want to buy them twice? Once, book form, and once on the Beyond D&D Beyond, so that we can have them there too. See, I don't agree with that policy of paying for the books on D&D Beyond. I think you should get them if, or you're paying for the whole subscription, whatever. But D&D Beyond is a nice tool, I think, for creating characters. But I'm not going to pay for it. I'm not. I'm too cheap to pay for something like that, and I'm certainly not going to pay for new books on there, different books. Yeah, so I'm just not going to do that. So give me your thoughts on that. Let me know. And I saw, I forget the name of the channel I saw it on. Tulok, Tulok the Barbarian, or whatever his name is. He does character builds, and he did one of Fred from Scooby Doo. And I found that interesting because my son was talking about running a 5th edition D&D adventure with Scooby Doo and a gang. And I think it's a cool idea. And we were talking while we were driving somewhere, we were talking about what do you think is each person in the group's character class, and what would they be? And so I forwarded that email or that video to him in a text and told him check it out because Tulok apparently did more of the Scooby Doo gang too, but I don't remember who all he's done, if he did all of them or not. But my son was intrigued by that because, like I said, it's something different, something that he was interested in doing. And I don't remember why. All I remember is he has minis for him. I think it's from a Scooby-Doo game. I don't remember the game name. It's a board game, I think. But he has minis for the Scooby-Doo gang, and they look like they're about 28 millimeter, which means they would fit with the D&D minis. And he wants to run an adventure with them, and I think it's a cool idea, cool scenario. So, but, let me know what you think the different characters would be for classes. Give me your opinion on that. And I don't know. I forget what we said they would be. I think Tulok said Fred was a fighter or a paladin. Something that made traps. So it may have even been rogue to help make traps. So because he has trap building or whatever. Don't mind me, I'm looking at something on the web here. So, we got 2 people out there now. If anybody wants to suggest something in the chat, talk about, let me know. Throw it up in the side chat there. I'll be happy to mention your name and talk about what your subject matter is. And I don't know if you've seen the newest video I put out. It was Fizbin's Treasury of Dragons unboxings. I had 3 boxes I opened today, and I thought they were pretty cool. Queen's Budget Crafts, how you doing? Haven't talked to you for a while. Haven't seen you around for a while. Are you still doing videos? Because, like I said, I haven't seen any. I know you've been busy. That's from what I've heard from other people. Now I've lost my train of thought. Can't do videos anymore. That's a bummer. Quinine has some cool videos on making stuff from its probably a year or two old now, but go check his channel out if you have a chance. We're up to 3 watching now. Oh yes, yeah. I was talking about the minis. Hey, Zero's Hobbies, how you doing? So the newest minis I got was the Fizbins, and I didn't get another Fizbin, which I already have one, but I'd like to get another because it's a cool mini. But I did get some neat minis out of the deal, I thought, anyway. And here's one that I've never seen a mini before, and actually never really heard of. It's the lion. Uh, Lion Drake. I'm sorry. Yeah, trying to read that in the dark here, and I think that's a pretty cool mini. So if you haven't seen that video, check it out for me, please, and let me know what you think of the minis. Yeah, I decided to go live tonight. Um, Usually I'm in bed by now, but I figured I'd stay up and do a live stream. So I don't really have a subject matter to talk about too much, but I was talking some D&D and WotC and whatnot. Yeah, I looked in. Zero says the lying Drake must be a 5e monster. I looked for 3e or 3.5 lion Drake. There's Yeah, it looks like it is a 5e, but I'm not positive, so I don't want to say it is for sure. But I've never seen it before that. But it's pretty cool. And the other ones, uh, I got a couple dragon wormlings that I'm very happy with because let's face it, they're dragons. And what's D&D without dragons? It's dungeons. That's it. So I really enjoy getting dragons when I can from a pool. So that, and I do enjoy the giants because the Big Beast Giants, uh, I have a brick that I got from my kids for Christmas and birthday that I opened them once already and looked through them, but I haven't shown them on film, and I'd really want to do that. CZCon in September. I don't know what that is, Zero. You're gonna have to talk to me about that. Yeah, yeah, the blue wormling. Yeah, from the newer starter box set. That's cool. Tell me more about CZCon. I'm guessing that's up in Illinois. That's a little bit of a drive. Oh, Cujo Zero Com. Tell me more. I've never heard of that. Ah, Discord. Okay. Well, there's part of the reason right there. I don't get on Discord very often. I get on Discord on the weekends. And is it on your channel? Because I'm looking here. Events. Let me go back to the events channel. Huh? One more seat in the van. Cujo Overboard, DM, how you doing? Haven't seen you for a while. You still collecting the terrain, the Dwarven Forge? Because I haven't seen any videos out of you for a while for that. And if you want to see Dwarven Forge, go check out his channel. Michigan. That's not too bad of a drive. In September. Yeah, I would definitely be interested. I know I have an event scheduled in, I think it was the third weekend in September. So yeah, Overboard. I don't know why you don't do any more videos. I used to like checking them out because, I mean, I don't buy Dwarven Forge, but I do enjoy looking at it. I like the window shop. Yeah, Zero, I'll have to hit you up on Discord later and get some more information from you. But I want to throw this out there. I want to plug the Oakfist dice again. It's 2024. We have the new dice in for that. We are in the process of looking for 2025 dice. And they're going to be, what is it? Gray. They're going to be gray dice, supposedly. So we'll have to check those out. And we'll probably get those. I'm hoping we'll have them ordered and in my hands by September, but I'm not positive on that. That depends on somebody else getting the dice picked out and delivered, or picked out, and we have to go through Chessex to get them made, and then we'll get them sent to him, and he'll hopefully meet us in September and get them passed out. And Overboard, I've got into 3D printing more lately. I'm printing up a ton of terrain and miniatures for the event in September. Well, that's cool. The 3D printers, that's something we have one at work that I've seen stuff come off of. I've actually machined 3D printed stuff because that's what we did at the time. Is we were trying to proof a program, and we had 3D printed stuff, and I went in and machined it out, and it worked out pretty well. And it's a nice way to test the program without destroying anything. But the 3D printed stuff, that's coming on strong, because if you can get a 3D printer, print your own material, your own terrain, your own minis, that's awesome. Because trying to think of his name, Canadian guy, and I can't think of his name now. But he's started out pretty small, but he's got a good channel now. He's up. I think he's got 10,000 subscribers, and he does terrain. He does a lot of Warhammer stuff, and he's printing stuff constantly. And I think he just did. What's the video game he did? Troy, yeah, Troy. What's his channel though? I can't think of his channel name, but he does some excellent work with 3D printing and painting the stuff up. And 3D printing is, I think, it's going to be the wave of the future. That The half giant female that I have, that I painted, is, I believe, is 3D printed by somebody on Etsy. Facility D20, yeah. It's a critical. Hey, how you doing? Haven't seen you for a while. Huh. Overboard says he's running a one shot that was made by 3D miniature makers. They make rules and campaigns for their miniatures. It's really cool. Sounds cool. So, Zero got a 3D printer. Cool. Yeah, like I said, that's one thing I would love to get one of these days, but I probably never will. I was kind of hoping my son would get one and I could go use it, but I don't think I'll ever get a 3D printer. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, Quinian's got a good channel on different crafting stuff for D&D and other games. Oh, nice. So everybody in the side chat, you got any questions for me or something you want me to talk about? Yeah. Yeah, I used Etsy for a couple things, and like I said, I got the miniature there because I was looking for a female half giant, and there's just nothing available except on Etsy or whatever. I found it, so I bought it and primed it, painted it up. I think it looks okay. I sealed it, but the sealer turned it glossy, and it didn't. I don't think it ever really dried the whole way or something. Well, overboard. I'm running a 3.5. That's I'm only running it a couple times a year, and it's D&D 3.5. I'm playing in a 3. D&D 3.5 game and a 5e game, so I'm trying to stay busy playing once or twice a month. Okay. Well, this is after I painted it though, Quinian. I painted this mini, and it was dull coat, and then I sprayed this clear coat on it, and it made it shiny, which I thought was supposed to be a matte finish, but maybe it wasn't. But yeah, it works. I just wanted something to protect it while I had it on the table, in case it fell down or whatever. I didn't want to get it chipped up. Ah, too close or too heavy with the matte finish. Yeah, that's probably me. So yeah, I don't. It's really actually the first time I've used a sealer because I've been painting minis for, oh geez, 30 years, but I'm not very good at it. I mean, like Troy is. Well, he uses a paint gun and stuff, but I do it all by hand, and lately my eyes and my hands don't want to work well for painting. So that's why I like the boxed minis, the pre-painted stuff, because I can't paint that well. And their stuff works great for me for the table. What else I've been doing? Like I said, I've been playing 5e. I'm playing a halfling bard, and in the 3.5 game I'm playing the half giant female. That she's a psionic classes. I'm trying to remember the. It's a chaotic class for a scion. It's out of one of the two psionic books. It's the first time I ever played a psionic character, so you have to forgive me on that. Warhammer Fantasy, no. I used to play regular Warhammer 40K, D100 type game sets. No, I can't think I have. Yeah, I know. I got a friend that plays Warhammer Fantasy. He likes it. Yeah, yeah. Painting minis is sometimes tough, but I I don't I don't get. Some people say they paint minis to relax. I don't relax when I'm painting the minis, but I like to paint the minis to see what I can do and get it done and look at it and say, yeah, I painted that. That's pretty cool. So, but like I said, I'm not very good at painting, but I do post pictures of the minis I've painted, and I've done videos on them. And I think it's like I said, I think it's pretty cool to be able to take a mini and paint it and see what it looks like. So, but hey, you guys out there watching, don't forget to smash the like button for me. I'd appreciate it. So, what time is it? Oh, it's 11:30 already. So I've been chatting for what, 20 minutes, half hour? 28 minutes. Wow. I can babble on for a while, huh? So anyway, I do appreciate you guys to come out and join me on the live stream. And if you're watching on the replay, I appreciate you watching on the replay. So, and you know, if you can, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate it. And it doesn't cost you anything. New direction, the direction of the new edition of D&D. Do you think you'll stay with 3.5 and 5e? Yes, I can answer that one emphatically and quickly. I will stay with 3.5 and 5e. Um, I'm not going to buy any more books from Wizards of the Coast because I don't think I need to. As long as the group I'm playing with wants to play 3.5 and 5e, that's what I'm going to stay with. I don't like the idea of changing again. I just got into 5e about 2 or 3 years ago. That's how long I've been playing 3.5. We still play it and we like 3.5. So I will continue to play that. As far as the direction of the new edition, I think they're trying to go digital. I think they're trying to monetize everything, and I think there will be what do you call microtransactions. They're saying there won't be, or some people are saying there won't be there, but I think there will be. It's my opinion, but take it with a grain of salt. I think they're going to try and monetize everything they can, especially the books, which I've heard are going to come out at $70 a piece now, which is kind of a bump up from 50, which I understand they need to keep up with inflation and try to make a buck, but they already cut out the middleman whenever they got rid of uh, what is that, Random House Publishing. They got rid of them, so they cut out the middleman, and they're dealing directly with the stores, or you're buying directly from them or whatever. So they're making them more money there. They're not making more, they're keeping more money because they're setting the price, and they cut out the middleman, so they get all the money. And I think that's, it's business, and I understand that, but I don't like how they're doing things. I don't like how they run their business, and I don't like how they treat their player base or fan base, whatever you want to call it. As far as I'm concerned, Wizards, they're a corporation, and I get that, but I don't like them. And like I said, I won't buy any more books from them. And from what I've seen coming out in 2024 and early 2025, there's only one book that I would even be interested in, and that's the Vecna book. But if I get it, it'll be secondhand. And if I'm not going to their new edition, why would I need it? Because I'm sure that's what it's going to be for. It's going to be geared toward the new edition. And if it's really backwards compatible to 5e, or 5e's backwards compatible to the new edition, or whatever they want to call it, the new books, then why do you need new books if it's compatible? But that's just my thoughts. Would you describe 3.8.5 as a more dense version of 5e, meaning more detail, crunchy rules? You collected 5 or 3.5 a long time ago, but really didn't play much. That's a good way to describe it, I guess. I definitely say it's more crunchy. It's definitely more crunchy. I think it's more detailed, more detail oriented, and I think it gives you more options for player characters too, and their specialized character traits and character abilities. A thief or a rogue can pick locks. Not everybody can. And if you take the criminal background, you get thieves' tools or whatever in 5e. And I understand why they made 5e the way they did. They're trying to get new people into the game, which it's an easier game to play, and it's certainly quicker to pick up. But 3.5 is crunchy. It's math oriented sometimes, and I like it because I like doing math, and I like the crunchiness of it. I like the options that you get, and they have so many character classes and subclasses, or whatever you want to call them. Excuse me. That I just like it. I like 3.5. It can get cumbersome, especially at higher levels. But I think that's true for any game. Once you get into higher levels and you get more stuff, more people, or more options. But I enjoy 3.5. I enjoy 5e. for different reasons. The 5E is, I think, a lot easier to prepare for as a player. I haven't DM'd 5E yet, but I understand that's a lot harder for the DM because Wizards didn't provide information for the DMs on what to do here, what to do there. 3.5 has a rule for everything, I think, and it's very rule oriented, whereas 5E is more open to interpretation. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out, and I appreciate the questions there, Cujo. Yeah, and Zero, I will definitely check out the Discord page more. Yeah, Cujo is saying he likes that. He tries to incorporate it into 5E. He doesn't like the everyone can do similar almost things almost the same level. I like the character to feel special. Yeah, I agree. 5E, everybody can do this, everybody can do that, and it's kind of you got your classes over here, you got your classes over there, and 3.5 they stay like that, and in 5th edition they kind of come in and commingle, and they cross over. I think anyway. Oh, cool! Thanks, Zero. I'll definitely check that out. Like I said, I know the 3rd weekend in September. I think it is. I'm already busy, but yeah, if I get a chance, I would definitely like to get together with you guys. So, but it's 11:38, and I think I'm going to get running here, guys. So I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. I appreciate everybody watching us on the reruns. Like I said, please like the video, comment in the comment section, and have a good game.